Hello, and this is Delia again, and I have another special little book. This one's called Disney Princess Belle's Flight, and it comes from the Disney Princess Storybook Collection. We got a ton of snow outside, and ice and sleet, so Scarlett is waiting on Belle's Flight. So that's the one we're going to read tonight, called Belle's Flight. Belle and her father, Maurice. Are you going to listen to the book too, Belle? Oh my goodness. Belle and her father, Maurice, were on their way to Paris to visit the French National Library. Belle couldn't wait to explore all the books. Maurice chuckled. All of them, he said. I hope that we'll have enough time. But the journey would take a couple of days, so they planned to make stops along the way to sightsee. After a few hours into the first day, the travelers reached the country inn where they would spend the night. Cheese and warm baguettes, the landlady announced when all her guests were settled. Maurice happily thanked her for her hospitality, but Belle's attention was caught by a young woman who was busy writing in a notebook. What is she writing, wondered Belle. Maybe an adventure, novel, or a fairy tale. And then came the perfect chance for Belle to find out. The writer accidentally dropped some of her pages on the ground and didn't even notice. You dropped these, said Belle, returning the papers to the mysterious writer. Thank you, the girl said. I was so focused on my travel journal that I didn't notice that they had fallen. A travel journal? How amazing! Belle explained. Where have you traveled? The girl smiled and joined Belle and Maurice at their table. Her name was Sophia. I have visited every town in France to search out wonderful inventions, she said. Belle was amazed. Where is your next destination? She asked. England. I'll show you how I'm traveling there, said Sophia, heading for the door. She led Belle and Maurice to a meadow where she was keeping an extraordinary vehicle, a hot air balloon. Belle and Maurice wanted to know everything about the balloon, so Sophia showed them how it worked. I built it myself, she explained. Why don't you join me for a short flight? Belle and Maurice were thrilled. They're going to go in a hot air balloon. Look. They scrambled into the basket and took off with Sophia on their first balloon flight. The world seemed too small from up high. The clouds are moving in fast, pointed out Sophia. As they flew higher, I think a storm is on the way, explained Maurice. Large raindrops soon followed. I've never flown in a storm, cried Sophie. We had better land, Belle shouted over the wind. Belle and Maurice held on tightly while Sophia turned the fire down to the start for the descent. But as the balloon lowered to the ground, a gust of wind pushed it toward a tree. A branch sliced open the canvas. Whoosh! The balloon plummeted to the ground. Sophia was upset that her hot air balloon was ruined. Don't worry. Together we can fix it, Belle reassured her. When the skies cleared, Belle, Maurice, and Sophia got to work. They sewed and weaved and hammered. Soon the balloon was as good as new. You saved the day, said Sophia. As a thank you, she gave Belle and Maurice a special gift, the blueprints for her contraption. When we go home, we can build a balloon together, Belle told her father. But first, let me take you to Paris, explained Sophia. Soon, Philippe and his wagon were back on the road to Paris, but this time with special flying guides. We're nearly there, Belle called from the balloon. When they finally entered the French National Library, Belle couldn't believe her eyes. There were books on every subject. She couldn't wait to start reading. First on her list was travel journals, then books on flying, and then maps of the world, and anything and everything. That was called Belle's Flight. I hope you enjoyed this sweet little book. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and there will be more coming soon.